Hi, I'm LaShawn and welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time here and you want to be inspired on a daily basis, then this is the perfect place for you. Start now by subscribing and clicking the bell. Hello, it's me LaShawn and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm so glad you decided to join me here once again. Today we're going to be talking about understanding loan forgiveness on our student loans. And we're going to jump right into this because this is a very important topic. Now listen, forgiveness, cancellation, or discharge of your loan means that you are no longer required to repay some or all of that loan. So today we're going to just talk about the differences between forgiveness, cancellation, and discharge, because it's a big difference between them all. The term forgiveness really can be used in different ways because you're no longer required to make payments on the loans that's due. Generally, this is called forgiveness or cancellation. So if you're no longer required to make those payments on your loans due to all of your extenuating circumstances, such as total and permanent disability, or I think another one is the closure of the school where you received your loan. This is usually called a discharge. So that is the difference between them, and we want to make that clear right at the beginning of the video. Okay, so it's important to remember that outside the circumstances that may qualify you to have your loans forgiven, you are still responsible until then for repayment of that loan, whether or not you complete your education, find a job, a program of study, or anything. You still have to repay that loan. That's the misconception. So even if you were a minor under the age of 18, when you signed your promissory note or received your loan, you are still responsible for paying that loan. Okay? Also, if you are employed by a government or non-for-profit organization, you may be able to receive loan forgiveness under the Public Service Loan Forgiveness Program. And that is a good program. A lot of people don't know that if they work for the government, they can get that, but it is very important. You may be able to receive loan forgiveness. Now, that ain't no joke. Now, loan forgiveness means that joker gone. You ain't got to pay it, okay? That's why it's important. Do your research. I always tell you, do your research, read, go on Google, find out what's going on, okay? Also, if your school closes, now that's another good one. If your school closes while you're enrolled or soon after you withdraw, you may be eligible for discharge of your federal student loan. So that's another one. Write that one down, because a lot of schools don't make it. A lot of schools they start out strong, but they don't make it. So if your school closes and you're still enrolled or soon after you withdraw, you may be eligible. You may be. That's a tough one. For discharge of your student loan. Now, Perkins loan cancellation is a whole different story. You may be eligible to have all or a portion of your Perkins loan canceled, but this is based on your employment and your volunteer service. It's a lot harder with the Perkins loan. Okay, this Perkins loan they got a lot of teacher cancellations and for the loan, so you need to check in on that. If you're a teacher, you may be eligible for all or a portion of your Perkins loan to be canceled based on your employment. So that's one to look into. Also, with permanent disability, people with total and permanent disabilities can get their loans discharged now. That is very important. If you're totally or permanently disabled, you may qualify for a discharge of your federal student loan. So you need to check that out also. And I found a website. I'll put the link in the comment section. They also have teacher assistants and the Teach grant and all those different things, and how you're obligated to pay it back and the different loans. So I'll put that in the comment section. Okay, also, you can get a discharge due to death. Okay, that's the only way to escape a loan. Okay, death. Okay, federal student loans will be discharged due to the death of the borrower or of the student on whose behalf the PLUS loan was taken out. So if a person is no longer with us, discharged due to death, then they will discharge that loan. If you are a parent, and you got a loan for a child and the child died, you can get that student loan removed. Also, discharge in bankruptcy. Now, we have rare cases now, but it's only for like direct loans, that type of thing, that in some cases you can have your federal student loan discharged after you declare bankruptcy. Now, that's a tough one now, because discharge in bankruptcy is not an automatic process. It's not just because you file for bankruptcy. They got all kind of provisions, and I tried to look at them, and they was just too confusing for me. So if you have to do your research on your own for that one. Okay, unpaid refund discharge. Now, this one is if you withdraw from school and the school itself didn't make a required return of the loan funds, you might be eligible for a discharge or a portion of the discharge of that federal student loan, So the eligibility of forgiveness of discharge is all subject to your personal circumstances. If you qualify for forgiveness, cancellation, or discharge of the full amount of your loan, then listen, you are no longer obligated to make loan payments. If you qualify for forgiveness, cancellation, or discharge of only a portion of your loan, then listen up. You are responsible for repaying that little bit of difference, So you still got to pay something. So if you qualify for certain types of loan discharge, you may also receive a refund of some or all of the payments you made on that loan and any adverse information related to your delinquency or default. Okay? So if your application and you qualify for forgiveness, cancellation, and discharge, the full amount of the loan and what you're obligated to will be paid. Now, on the other end, okay, if your application is denied and you don't qualify for forgiveness, cancellation, or discharge, then you'll remain responsible for repaying that loan according to the terms of the initial promissory note that you signed. So it's sad, but that's the way it is. You be paying those student loans forever. And also, if your loan is in default right now, as we do in this video, then you need to, if you click on getting out of default, if you type that into Google, getting out of default, you can figure out ways to try to begin to repay your loan back. Okay, that's very important. It's horrible for your credit. Okay, so if you believe that your application was denied in error, they made a mistake, then you can contact your loan service for more information. But again, these are some really tough times. If you qualify for certain types of loan discharges, it's up to you to follow through. It's up to you to try to make a change so that you can receive a refund of some or all of the payments you made on that loan. It's just certain things you have to take care of. So you got the loan, you got the money, it's time to pay it back. You don't have the money to pay it back, it's time to hustle. Okay? That's all I got for you today. If you're going to borrow the money, come on now. It's going to be tough. It's going to take forever to pay it back. So pay attention, and if your application is denied, then you got to figure out another solution. But if you qualify for forgiveness, if you qualify for cancellation, if you qualify for discharge for the full amount, then you're on the road to debt-free living. Okay? So that's it. That's all I got for you today. Thank you for joining me. And remember, around here, we just trying to make money. Have a good day. Thank you guys for watching today. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Take a minute to leave a comment. I look forward to talking to you soon.